You can think of the 2x2 cube as the corners of the ordinary 3x3 cube. That simple connection makes them very similar to solve. It also makes this cube the perfect cube to start with, even if you want to solve something like this. Even though all of the white stickers are on the same side of the cube, 2 pieces are actually in the wrong position. This is because the cube is divided into 8 parts, with 3 colors each, and you can't separate them from each other. They are interconnected and the cube needs to be solved as such. So you need to make sure that the sides of these parts line up as well, just like these two. These two are actually in the wrong position and need to be swapped. This is a fully solved layer. You can of course start with any color, but I'm gonna start with white, and if you do the same, it'll be much easier to follow along. Firstly, we look for a reference point. Preferably that's 2 or more pieces already solved. I'm gonna choose these 2, but 1 piece would work just as well. Then we're gonna hold the white of the reference point facing downwards, and we're gonna look on the top layer for other white pieces. Here we have one that's white with orange and blue. That belongs next to the other white with blue, right over here. Turn the U layer until it's right above where it's supposed to be, and then we're gonna do this algorithm. Or you can do it from this side with this algorithm. And then we're gonna look for the last white piece, which is right over here, and it belongs right here. We can insert it like this. Or like this. When the white's facing upwards, you're gonna look for its position, just like before, and then you're gonna bring it over. Make sure you hold the cube so that the white piece is in the top right. Then you're gonna do this algorithm. That's 4 moves, but you need to repeat it 3 times. And then it's solved. Try to memorize those 4 moves. You're gonna need those in the final step as well. Sometimes you'll find that the piece you're looking for is already on the bottom layer, but in the wrong position. When that happens, you should first look for other white pieces on the top. We have one right here, and try to solve them. That more often than not brings the first piece out. You can solve that one as well. In this case, you can see that there's no white piece on the top layer, but the bottom layer still isn't solved. This is because this piece is in the right position but wrongly rotated. So what we need to do is actually just the same as if it would be the white on top. It's this algorithm. And then we repeat it until the white piece is on the bottom. Turn the U layer until only one piece is in its correct position. Orientation doesn't matter. Just make sure that no other piece is in their correct position. Then you hold the cube so that the correctly positioned piece is in the top right, and you perform this algorithm. Take a look at this piece. It isn't in the correct position, so we're gonna do it one more time. Now that this piece is in its correct position, the others should be as well. If the opposites are in their correct positions while the others are not, you first need to do the algorithm with a wrongly positioned piece. Then you should be able to find a piece which is correctly positioned while all of the others are wrong. Hold the cube so that a piece that isn't correctly oriented is in the bottom right. Then we're gonna do the algorithm that we did before until it is. Then we're gonna spin the D layer for a new one to correctly orient. Always remember to do the last move even though this is correctly solved. When you're done with all of the orientations, you just need to spin the top layer until the cube is solved.